Hey guys, it's Hawk, and I just wanted to kind of do a video real quick because why not? And I'm sorry if it's really loud in here in my messy living room because it is extremely hot, and I have like the AC going, and there's a fan. It's really hot, and I can't deal. So what I want to make the video about? Just rambling, I guess. Talking about ideas. I don't know. Trying to get you guys' thoughts. This always happens to me. So, doing a trade with Gigi for a minifig Chloe. I didn't have any idea of what I was going to do with her. I was just like, yeah, okay, why not? Something will come to me. And then I was going on Instagram, and I don't even remember the picture I saw, but it was a doll that had been, um, ugh, had mods to it. And then there was another doll from like a sculptor, and I feel so bad because I don't even remember. I know that the picture, like, really inspired me, but like I don't even remember whose it was. It was just on my like explore page on Instagram. So when I saw those pictures, I instantly got an idea for the Chloe because the Chloe sculpt is not one that I've ever really been fond of. Like she wouldn't be my first pick from Fairyland, which I know the Chloe is like one of the most popular sculpts. There's something about her nose and eye proportion that I don't know, just doesn't inspire me. And part of the reason probably is because she doesn't have sleepy eyes, which all my dolls have narrower, sleepier eyes. Literally all of them. So probably that's part of the reason. But I got an idea to do some mods on her so that she could be turned into a creature, a being from one of my stories. I know I talked about things a long time ago, and I posted some 3D modeling concepts on my Instagram because I really wanted to like make a video game, like, and sculpt characters and take my idea to somebody and go do all that. My cousin is an amazing 3D artist, and he does a bunch of stuff and spends a lot of time like using his skills on the computer with the different softwares and like animation software and rigging, all the stuff which is like still way beyond me. And I got this fancy computer which is sitting over there to try to do that stuff myself, and then stuff happened, school and life, and I just haven't done anything. I've literally not done anything, and I'm just now getting into the place where I can do stuff. But so going back to what I was talking about, I want to make her into this specific being, the specific species, I guess, or race that lives in this world. And I think it's really fitting because a long time ago, when I first got in the hobby, my original story for my dolls tied into this story, which is it's like a hero trilogy saga, whatever you want to call it, that takes place in this small little world called Mava. I don't know if anyone remembers me talking about it, but I think I've said some things about it every once in a while, and so I keep coming back to this idea with my dolls. I keep somehow, like, they all seem like they fit into this world, and then I just don't go with it for one reason or the other, or I get a new doll and I'm like, no, it doesn't really work. I have to have all of them working cohesively together to be in some sort of story. So, like, for instance, this girl who is a modded minifee or sleeping minifee shoo shoo that the amazing Shelby gifted me a long time ago when we did a trade, and I opened her eyes and instantly fell in love with her. She is my favorite doll that I have. I couldn't part with her ever. So when I did get her and I got her all situated, I said, she looks like this specific character that I had in mind from my stories. Her name is Zara. She's this certain type of species that's very wolf-like. So I went against it and I was like, no, that's not who she is. But then I made her felted ears that still attach to this wig. There's magnets still in the wig for the ears to go on. And I have the ears somewhere. I just don't know where they are. And I made her a tail because in the story, the Zara is a race of beings called the Greyloon, who some of them have the ability to transform into wolves or wolf-like beings, wolf-like creatures. And so even then, when I made all those things for her, I was like, no, I'm going to create this whole other character for her. She's going to be a kitsune, and she's going to be this death spirit, and all this stuff. When that was all well and good, but she had all the traits of this character, Zara. And even I started trying to dress her a little differently. Tried to get more in touch with like the original style that she had and not this kind of forced modern-esque shorts and stuff. Like literally, I think I just started dressing my dolls how I would dress, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I think I just kind of gave up a little. I mean, I had fun sewing and whatnot, all these cute little things, but there's no substance to them. They're really simple and there's nothing that special about them. There's, and I had put so much thought, like before that, into what I put on my dolls and what I made for them, and then I kind of got away from that. So I tried dressing her differently. I gave her this new face up because I just didn't feel like the moon on her head and all this stuff really worked. She was never really a glittery girl either, so I forwent all of the glitter, all of that stuff, and I gave her these dark brows, and she just kind of came to life again. She's lost some of the innocence that she had before, which is good. I didn't want her to be innocent. I think she kind of at that time was playing two characters, which was my first ever character, Illumi, who has came and went long ago, is probably not coming back. So I tried to force her into that character too, but when I did the triathlon 2 years ago, the one that I got third place in, I used her, and that transformation that we did in the triathlon was really fitting, I think, because she transformed into this dark, I don't know, more complex person than I thought she was. So I don't know if she... See, and here's my problem, is as soon as I say, okay, well, you could be Zara, that could be your name, that can be your persona. As soon as I do that, then I kind of go, no, well, she doesn't really work, because I have all these thoughts and ideas about the story of Zara that I feel like she has to then fit into that mold. Because